patrol. Review teams, we break it down. Helping every lover in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of God's Uganda. Welcome to the road where other miss their soul. For the love of God's Uganda. The streets, the stories right. All the new, the shine we bright. Toyota, Nissan, Benz, and Mazda. We break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's gotta tell. Village try to see the scale. We talk the truth, not just a brand. For car lovers across the land. For the love of God's Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to Brimsey Patrol. Review teams, we break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of God's Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, not just a hype. Styling views and engine rolls, we teach you more than just photos. Taking tools from the basics up. Trucking, digging and car can stop. If you're new or a season vet, pour the love of cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Fix it and learn it, drive it proud. This is more than just machines. It's a love, the life, the dream. For the love of cause Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Brimsey Patrol. Review teams, we break it down. Helping every dollar in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. Oh, oh, oh. Good morning. Good morning, my people. How you doing today? It's another week. It's another week for us to try and win. Yes, the best we can do is actually try. But I hope your weekend went well, and I hope your Monday morning is okay. The sun is out and bright, and if it's out and bright, it's a chance for us to actually just hustle with no limitations of flooding, no limitations of rain. Yeah, you just get out of your house and go and try and win. Muyombia Mark, Juma Ali, Yusuf Lugonda, David Kito Klaje, Samuel Ntare, Iman Life, Funny Lifestyle, Lawrence Omule, Sozi Rajab, Nampija Julia, Senyondwa Ronald, Martin Sentongo, Solo Extra, good morning. Kakati, Rock Bottom. Morad K Momo VIP, good morning. Have you guys ever hit rock bottom? We need to share these experiences so that the people that are at rock bottom right now know that Sileba so say. And of course, there are some people that don't know what rock bottom means. Rock bottom is the place where everything is not working out, or where everything has fallen apart, and you are at the bottom. You are at the very worst of all things. You cannot afford rent if you're renting. Food is, you're scraping by to get food. You don't have a job, your business has fallen, or your business has failed. That's rock bottom. Rock bottom is the place where you wish. Have you been at a place where you wish you were the worst person that you thought was, where you wish you were at the point where you thought the worst person could be? Like, as in, you don't wish to sell fruits, sell watermelon by the roadside, but you are at a point where you say, I wish I were that guy. That's rock bottom.
where you are the worst. You don't have a car. Ngane taxi, even taking a taxi is hard for you. We're talking about that kind of rock bottom. So you guys, we agreed that today the guys that have been at rock bottom before would come and share their version of rock bottom, so that the people that are either at rock bottom right now or will be at rock bottom, because many men experience that at least once in their life. Many men, not all men, but many men. And of course, it's a place that you don't wish anyone to go, but we have all been there. Nyinachari wange yangamba, he was at rock bottom. He forgot that he had a car at home and he walked to work. He forgot he had a car at home and he walked to work. So he gets to work and then he remembers that, oh, I could have actually driven. That's rock bottom. It's a hard place. It's a hard place for you, for anyone to be. And normally when someone is at rock bottom, that's where they say, now I have depression. I want out. Brenda Awino, good morning. Thank you, Morad K. Momo, Karim UG, Brown Kuzaifa, Brown Case Huzaifa, Shanko Gibbs, Paul Sema. So guys, who has been at rock bottom? No embarrassment here. Me have been rock bottom multiple times. Me have been at rock bottom multiple times. Like, I've been at rock bottom so many times, I don't even know what's the difference between rock bottom and not rock bottom. Like, it's very easy to go to rock bottom and then try to bring yourself back up. And Sage to record Nordband, good morning. And I think for most of us, rock bottom was during the lockdown. For most of you, at least for the majority of you guys that have been at rock bottom, it was during the lockdown that you experienced rock bottom. Because during the lockdown, some of you guys who had jobs lost your jobs. Some of you guys who had shops in town had to close them. You had to move. Some of you guys during lockdown could not afford rent. So for some people, rock bottom was only during the lockdown. Like, the lockdown taught a lot of people so many things. But I find that the lockdown, if it taught us anything, it taught us to keep money. Okutereka sente. That's one thing that the lockdown taught us. Like, when you don't have money, life can mean to be hard. Taxi mula yuwavuze asaze winti tekajja mukwata. Arthur, I'm at rock bottom right now. Sorry about that. Do you want to share a little bit? Chris Fitness, good morning. Richard Aki, funny lifestyle. Do you want to share a bit of that funny lifestyle? Probably someone might actually give you a few pointers on how to get out of rock bottom. For most people, rock bottom is when you know how we have had people say, whatever I touch turns into gold. When someone is at rock bottom, I find that everything you touch, even when it's gold, it turns black. That's rock bottom. After I lost 1,000 chickens, but I almost died and I had a loan, but the Lord had mercy on 1,000. And 1,000 is a lot, because burikakoko kanusu rukumi ngakato. So it means if you lost 1,000 chickens, you lost 1 million shillings before you fed them. And you had fed them. Narunda koko nkoko Julie nze sibi somoleryo. Sida monzi bya kurunda. Okulima ku Katonda yandagirawo nti siri bwa kulima. Guys, rock bottom. You'll be all right next week, yeah? Amin. Akato Muhammad, good morning. You know what, funny lifestyle, we can always be there. We can keep hoping that maybe next week or next month or tomorrow, yeah, or next year could be better. There is a theory that I used to see. People used to say that even years are better years, like the 2024, 2026, 2028, 2030, 2032, 2034. Those are even years, yeah. Yeah, those are the even years that they are always better. And then there is this one year that was an even year that was too bad for me. Too bad. Sorry about like funny lifestyle. Sorry. Now Jakuba steady. Or Jakuba steady gochobomanya. I find that like day always comes after night. Like tewali wantu wonna wogenda kusanga ngo unakubeera buzibye paka. Apart from I've been to Norway, and I saw they have a day where light doesn't come up, and then they also have a day where it's day all through 24 hours a day there is the sun, and then they have another day when there is no sun at all for 24 hours, like it's dark. And then during winter it's normally dark for most of the day. But in normal life there is no day that is 24 hours in ruby. It's impossible. Like something comes up and things work out a little better. Lucky Mose, good morning. Buli kakoko ka 13 isizanze nalunda dda zikati julewe nalundire enkoko akako kalinga ka 10 wafirwe milioni 3 kati milioni 3 if we top up the money for feeding the chickens. Kati nze nalunda dda naye njiribyo bwemba. If I reared chickens when the a small chick was 1k, if I have kuyiri bad a lot. I have kuyiri bad a lot. But and you know, you can have rock bottom in just one day. Just one day you have rock bottom, and then the next day you're fine. Yeah, you can just have rock bottom in one day. And then there are also I travel live vlog. There's also a kinds of work that someone is not supposed to do. Now you go back to rock bottom, and it takes time for you to discover, you know what, I think I'm not supposed to be doing this work. I think this is where my bad luck is. Yeah.
It's what I feel like when you're by my side, girl.
Ooh, Julie, nga walava. You lost 15 million. I saw that car. It was a Gaia. It wasn't the Ipsum, by the way. It was a Gaia. But that car, I am sure it caught fire because of poor wiring. That I am certain. There is no technicality about it. People that drive those cars make a lot of shortcuts. They do a lot of shortcuts when they are doing their electronics. Security switches. At a security switch can burn your car. Me, I've ever seen my car almost catch fire because of a security button. That's why I discourage you guys from putting security buttons in your car. Wa Probox ni ye yungam. Good morning Arthur and every Jovan chechiriwo emundu ekyaseka oba yakendedde 2010 2011 backyard Owino Market East Band lost everything I had. I went to rock bottom but rose up again after I had struggle with the kuyiriba on the streets of Nakasero and Chikubo. Yusuf akatala ako when that market burned, I was thinking about people that were working there nga wali sente zinga yakwata milioni 10 milioni 2 naziteekawo okitegeera and you know the businesses that were in that market are the businesses that almost make 100% profit kati omuntu asobola obeerawo nga alinawo capital wa milioni 2 naye nga buli mwezi akolawo milioni 10. You get so for their capital to just get burnt like that. And I don't know how you guys feel now that you see that your market was burnt and someone put a very huge building there and now it's breaking up another market. I don't know how you guys feel. It's terrible. So Yusuf, how did you come back? How did you work on your emotional well-being? Because that's another thing. Like, you working requires that you're strong emotionally, but it's the emotional strength sometimes that beats everyone. Okusobola okumanya nti you know what, okukkiriza, accepting that I am here, this is what I have to do to go back to where I was or to get up even stronger and better. So how did you manage to come back up? Uganda Bank. Abaye bakola line eyokubiri ekemera nno ddala n'ogamba oba nange njiyingire. Naye ogenda okola line eyokubiri balina bwe baviirako ne bakkirira. Kansigale. Emmanuel Arinaitwe, good morning. Magembe Frank, Henry Modern Juice, good morning. Richard Damwida. Guys, have you ever hit rock bottom? Wali ogudde? Wali okumpunye? Wali okumpunyeeko? Nodda ku zero nononya koyini? Nodda okunonya koyini buli wagisuula mu nnyumba ogirabe? Tandika okunonya koyini buli wagisuula mu mmoroka? Wali okumpunyeeko? Nze nali nkumpunyeeko emirundi egiwera. But of course for all my childhood nali nakumpuna. For childhood fe waffe twali twakumpuna. Jjajja teyali mugagga. Family ya jjajja basically bonna tebaali bagagga. Ate nze bwe wajjajja we nabeeranga nga era byebyo. Most of you guys grew up in that kind of life. Some of you guys probably grew up worse than me. But you managed to actually work your way up. But then when you worked your way up, Dr. Kambesije wagambye okutujja otubulire story yaffe. How you hit rock bottom and then were able to come back up. Looking for coins in your room. For the lifestyle. That's why you guys, it's important. It's important to always have like an emergency fund. It's sort of money that can help you come back up. For me, the one thing I realized when you're going through a tough moment, almost everyone is. Like, no one has money. No muntu okuwa emitwalo 2 kizibu nnyo okusangayo kyaliwo nti asobola okuwa emitwalo 2 bw'obanga oli bubi. I think everyone senses nti omuntu ono nali bubi teyeetaaga kwesembereza, teyeetaaga kuwa yadde 10. Tewabaawo akuwa yadde 10, buli omu aba mwavu, buli omu akaaba obwavu. So it's important. I think I learned this especially during the lockdown. Nti embeera gy'oba olimu ng'ogiyitamu nga nzibu, the first thing to accept is that you are alone. Oli wekka. Julia Sengoba, good morning. When you're at rock bottom, you're there alone. No one else is there with you. Rock bottom is a place that people are alone. Because when you're at rock bottom, you don't even want to be with other people that are at rock bottom. You want to go and be close to people that are up, that are not at rock bottom. Then even the people that are not at rock bottom don't want to be close to you because they don't want to associate with someone that looks like he's a failure or someone that they think is a failure. Acceptance is power and gives leverage to pick up the pieces and move on. Kituufu nyonyo. So guys, who has ever hit rock bottom? How did you bring yourself back up? Share your story.
The clock stopped me when I was half now. But you know that's not how this is gonna go down. So don't wait, don't waste, don't take for granted. Let's use what we've been handed. Even if you don't understand it, life is sinking, it's just taking while you figure it out. Jump in. And don't you know the life goes? Yeah, you gotta step into the flow. Sometimes you gotta chase it, and it's what you make it.
You gotta think about your love, think about your future. Any woman and the things you wanna give up. Mama can find a nigga can say more labor. No color thing I got me agenda.
I had a dream about a thing that can never be. In reality, was standing right in front of me. You can write me, hold tightly, and fight for a mind being. Never know what makes you mighty. Let a sure thing slip through your quick, and live looking back, regretting your judgment. Wait, hold up, I'm right here now. You and me, this is ours for a while. And don't you know the life goes? Yeah, you gotta step into the flow. Sometimes you gotta chase it, and it's what you make it. This moment is a candle melting.
Maybe you never get another one.
This moment is a flower wilting.
If you know what to eat, you're done.
This moment is a planet tilting. This moment won't last, it'll be.
So guys, we are at rock bottom. Have you ever hit rock bottom? How did you get back up? Share your story. Share your story, guys. Arthur and Olka lovers. So I've been in the situation. I remember when my cousin bro gave me his bike. They stole it from me. I had to sell scrap. Rock bottom. Wali else to say konga ebintu bitambula ne imana ne bigana. Everything falls apart. I think that's normally at rock bottom is the time that most people go back to church. It's the time that most people are fasting. It's the time that most people go to prayer mountains. I think that's the time. It's the time that most people are spiritual during rock bottom. I think I'm no longer spiritual when I'm at rock bottom. I'm more spiritual when everything is actually okay. That's the time that you need to be very careful. That's the time you need to be in the good graces of the Almighty. When everything is working out, you need Him to keep you up there. There are certain things that are not under your control. Nga Katonda alina kuwanirira buwanirizi. To buy the bike, fortunately he saw the bike as he was going to school and was lucky. Then I remember when they stole plastic like chairs from me at an event, I had to pay 2.5 back then. As a learning opportunity, we should always have some savings for about 6 months. In that if we hit rock bottom, we have time to recover without relying on other people in such times. That's a very true thing, Martin. You need to keep money. Bobanga, every month you use 1 million, keep 6 million. Oberengo ina emiliyoni zo mukaga. Isobola okuyisa myezi egyo mukaga. By the way guys, mulaba oyo omwana omuto atudde mu maaso muto gwo mu maaso. That's one of the worst decision a parent can ever make. Okutuza omwana muto gwo mu maaso tasibye musipi ya omwana oyo omuto alina kutuula mabega. But parents tend to think that for you to let your kids sit in the front, you love them so much, or omwana omulaga nti omwagala nnyo atudde mmotoka ya daddy oba ya mami. It's a very idiotic thing. Osobola okusibamu katono bwoti, a kid has no control, n'ayitamu n'ako omutwe mu ndabirwamu, abaana mbatuuze mabega. Batabani bange bakimanyi. They are sitting behind until they are 12. Behind. Until they know when they sit behind, the moment they sit behind, they sit like this, they put on their seatbelts. That's a non-negotiable. They even remind other people that have not put on their seatbelts that, you know what, you need to put on your seatbelts. I lent my car 28 million to my brother to finish his law degree and at LDC, and I lost my job without any backup. Tebyali byangu kitegeera. I believe tewali kitagwa. In terms of trouble, I make sure until I have food in my room or house. That's where I am now, food security. Because I know some situations come when they and when they find you hungry. I think the blessing we had during the lockdown, for example, is that the food was cheap. Food was cheap. Enkota yetoke yabiranga yemitwalo 5 mu lockdown yalinga ya mutwalo. So food was cheap during the lockdown. Era omuntu ayitasobola kugula mmere mu lockdown yali mwavu. Like a person during the lockdown, if you could not buy food, angomanya oli mwavu lunkupe. Because food was at the cheapest. Meat was cheap. Milk. Buli kimu abantu kyali kibakutte nga tugula bya kumpi bya bwerere. Good morning, Godfrey Mpanga. Kano ka translation simanyi lwaki kabeeramu. So guys, ever hit rock bottom? How did you get back up? Let's share our stories. I think me, I've already shared a couple of days ago. The first thing that you need is someone. When you're at rock bottom, you just need someone that can allow you to work with them. Wosobola okugenda n'okola ki? N'otandikira nga kati kanziremu nezimbe buto. A couple of years ago, we were with Mama Aban. We were driving, I think, oba nali nva kudunda baana ku ssomero oba twali tubatwala. And then Mama Aban saw men seated at a shop somewhere. And you know how you can find, you see that shop aweri amasanyalaze there? That shop there, you can find men nga baliwo nga bananga batudde kweri edduuka. So she saw men seated at a shop almost like that, and she said neighbor n'abasajja abatayagala kukola. And I told her, don't say it, don't even say it. Tekidda abasajja abatayagala kukola gye bali, but waliwo abasajja atuulaawo ng'ekimutuuzizzaawo tamanyi kiddako, ng'ayagala okuba n'akimanyi naye nga kigaanye ng'agatta. It is not coming. You get, every man has, I think most of the men, I'm not going to say every man because there are men that have ever hit rock bottom, but there are men that have been at a point where they don't know what to do next. Like they have knowledge, they have skill, Nenga they have tried and everything is just not working. You get it? And all they can do is find a place that looks like a workplace where they can sit and get inspiration, probably start from there. So I told her, I don't ever judge a man. You see the influx of these borders now. We have a lot of borders because men are trying to figure it out. Everything else has failed. With the border, you don't need any special skill. As long as you can ride the border, yeah. As long as you can ride a motorcycle, things will work out. You'll get food for your kids. You get. As long as you can ride a motorcycle, your kids will have food. Nze no saagala mafuta. Wano leero nkozesezaawo nga kkubo kuba bali abatuli mu maaso tebategeera. Simanyi waliwo omusirikale wano. Bano baleese jjaamu wano. Eri waliyamu obukubo bungi bali bw'oba olina n'osinga okukwata. The question we should be asking, can we as a family survive for the next 6 months without earning? That's a very important question. Can you survive 6 months without money? Ono musajja alina primo nvundu. Naye kirabika n'obuvundu bweriko tebumumala, ayagala yongera evunde. Girabe. Abadde atomedde omusajja. You guys, you remember the thing I told you, that you don't find a car that looks ugly and you think it's by accident. That person is Derika. That person is naturally just a bad driver. avuga bubi agenda atomera buli kimu. You see guys, mu kibuga awo olaba Yusuf Lugonda agambye akatale bwe kajja, he lost everything. N'atandika okuyibira ku street in Nakasero. Yeah, there are so many men that are doing that. Nga tayagala kubba naye kati ng'alina waatudde we bamufunidde okukola. I think whenever you hit rock bottom, the first thing to figure out is ani ampadde we ntandikira. Okitegeere, ani ampadde we ntandikira. If you get someone to bless you with a place to start from, I think that's the biggest blessing. Bwekuba kutambula na muntu n'otambula naye, bwekuba kutuula ku dduuka lye, ku business naye tuulawo ng'ate you're not just that. I hope the gentleman that shared about getting a loan and putting his house up as collateral is watching this broadcast. If the Gulf situation escalates more, nyinza okumpuna. I'm already bleeding money. Nati dedda. Atojja kumpuna chairman Zak. Watu wakyali wa kumpuna biri ebyolunwe. Temukyayinza kumpuna biri ebyolunwe. Ekigambo kumpuna kikangana okukanga chairman Zako. Nkyogedde wano netandika n'okulowoozamu nga ndabira ddala. Biba bitabuse. So guys, the question that you people should be asking yourself according to Martin, can you survive 6 months without earning? If you lost your job, yeah, if you lost the job, would you survive 6 months in a toyina sente, toyingiza? Then I guess the solution right now is, if you can't, you should start saving up your expenses to cover 6 months. Saving for your expenses, ngaza miezi mukaga, nga you have the money to cover expenses for 6 months. Once you have that money on the side, then you'll know that you are safe. But you guys have seen people bakola emikono bava from a wedding, from a kwanjula, and they start borrowing money. Ninga, he made everyone happy. There was a kwanjura, there was a wedding, everyone was happy. Ninga, for them, they are scraping. Yeah. Some of them, after the functions, bakumaonga ate ne function yenyini yabalese mabanja. Awo. I've seen someone borrow money for a graduation party. Like, how the hell do you borrow money for a graduation party? And by the time you borrow money for a graduation party, it means you should not be doing a graduation party in the first place. So guys, if you have ever hit rock bottom, share with us how you got up. How did you get back up? Eyo hari ojirabe eyo. Eyo. Milioni zonga 16 eyo. Ku bulungi bweriko. Ane ne 16 bazikuwa ne bagamba ginonye ne kubula. Nga buli agiine efaanana bwe tagamba ayagala milioni 2. Ate ngene teeka kuberi mweno ingini yakawundo 24. Ayo. Ekola ne ka SC yo. Eyimiridde si milioni nga 18 abiyolowooza. Guys, have you ever hit rock bottom? How did you get back up? Because that's something that everyone wants to realize. Olaba na abasajja batudde ku pitch wano. Yeah, there is a guy. He looked nga musajja mukulu ngaragira ddala. He was in an office, corporate employment, nga gyabadde. Naye at that time when namulabira, he was renting with his family and he had a brand new motorcycle. And he was starting to do boda. But nga tamanyi chinge zungu olumu yamukuba n'omukuba. nga clearly omulaba he hit rock bottom and he's trying to make it back up. Eventually a couple of years later I saw him nga he's doing boda naye kati nga ate yaguma nga picha agivuga nga baana bato okitegeera. I don't know how people incorporate employment, like when your job goes and it's all you knew how to do, like how do you nga tomanyide byakuyiriba like sometimes there is no going back. Okujjako nga walina emikwano emirungi ennyo nti bwewalaba an opportunity where you can actually come and do something useful, they will call you. But other than that, David Adanga, it's one of the hardest things to come from. Let's just say you have been working, for example, at a bank, and all your life you started as a teller, and then you became branch manager, and then you went to head office, and that's all you know. And there are some people that get fired with disgrace. So you lose your job, and there is no way you're going to get another job in the banking sector. Okujjako ng'ofunye kyaliwo nga yakuyise buyisi n'agamba oba kyo oba kijanga okole. Kati as a man, how do you get back up from that? Fe abayiribi kale kino kigaana n'oddawo n'okola kiri ne kigaana n'okola ekirala. How do you get back up from, like, you know, there are some people that were fired from URA, some people get fired from ministries because government take over. The government will go mubi nnyo. The moment the government says that person should go, aba is one of the worst. Which Suzuki is this? It looks nice. It looks like a Kawondo almost. Vajita batya? It's a Grand Vitara. It is. That's how it looks in black. It looks nice. But of course there are countries that had rock bottom. Like Uganda has been at rock bottom over for how long? We are at rock bottom. Our healthcare system is trash. The education system is barely making it. The roads are, I don't know how. Uganda has been at rock bottom since it was created. I don't know what we need for us to get out of rock bottom. But I also saw someone saying that do you guys remember how bavugize ku gali amayembe twalinga tukagolola? Amanda mugala bagatambuza kati bagakyatambuza ku lole ziri bagatambuza ku bino birole ebiri closed. Things zibalabisa nnyo kati batambuliza mu box board. Dr. Kambesi je ninze gwe baba.
Not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to rims of patrol. With steps we break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Welcome to the road, where rubber meets the soul. For the love of cars, Uganda. On the streets, the story is right. All the new, the shine we bright. Toyota, Nissan, there's so much that we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's got a tale. Village try to see the scale. We talk the truth, not just a brand. For car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to rims of patrol. With steams we break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Uganda. Pre-purchase checks will lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, not just the hype. Stalin views and engine rolls. We teach you more than just jokes and tools from the basics up. Trucking gear and car and stuff. If you're new or a season vet, for the love of cars you ain't seen nothing yet. It's it and learn it, driving pro. This is more than just machines. It's a love, the life, the dream. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty roads to dreams of patrol. With your steels, we break it down. Helping every door in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars,
Guys, have you ever hit rock bottom? How did you get back up from that? How did you get back up from that? Is it the one in Markex ever dem garage? Surely that Markex has been in the garage. No one is after Talina Bulungi. Guys, one thing I would like to tell you guys is that one of the things that is going to take you to rock bottom is the type of car you buy. There are certain cars, whether you like it or not, it will take you back to rock bottom. If you buy a Delica, if you buy any Nissan before you have a lot of money, apart from the Nissan hard body, what you have Patrol. Those are the only two Nissans that survived. Nissan Caravan. Nabagamba, there is a guy with another idea called a taxi. He bought Zariwa Nissan Caravan. Satunasamu taxi. In only 4 months, Zonazari mu garage. Ngateria zigura na zigura. So there are cars that are bound to take you back to rock bottom, where you're going to get stressed. But where's the Moroka Samai Nissan Terrano? Samai Isuzu Trooper. Isuzu Big Horn. Those cars, there is no, it's not an accident that all those ministers are driving Toyotas. They would love to drive a GLE. They can afford. Besides, they don't buy the cars themselves. But they don't. There are cars that are going to take you back to depression. I don't believe in depression, but bound to take you back to rock bottom. You go and buy. Do it. Nadia we wait ani sokore byayo Nadia Ojevuma. There are cars that are going to take you to rock bottom whether you like it or not. If you buy a turbocharged Subaru and you don't have a lot of money, you're going to go to rock bottom. You go ahead and buy Ford Kebere Explorer, Kebere Raptor, Kebere Chi. You buy a Ford ngato ina sente nyingi, you're going to go to rock bottom whether you like it or not. It's not an accident that these roads could you deco Toyota. You buy an Audi, anti Audi Q3. That's the Audi that they were telling me about. Msajja lawyer ya jigula nefa yingini nibateka mu yingini abaya akateka mu yingini bamga ataka tuweke mu gearbox ukisegira atende mu gearbox mba ateka you get Touareg, Tiguan. Nzenzi Kebera, if you call me for inspection, I will inspect. You get, but there are cars that are going to take you back to square one. Pajero GDI. Abitama teringeri, but na GDI na hiyo teringeri zona zezimu. Especially for people that are beginners, Because buying a car is not just about buying a car, it's also about buying a good car. And sometimes a good car is not necessarily the car that looks nice or a car that has that looks stylish. A good car is a car that will keep on the road without breaking your wallet. There is a reason why abasajja besibe ku bino bikigego giraba. It's older than most of you. Iyi namba ereka yafulumanga 1997 UAG. Naye omusajja akyavuga emmoroka yafuna number plate mu 1997. It's not an accident. You get one Nissan Caravan ne baba yagigula mwaka guwedde kati teri ku kkubo. You get because those cars are bound to take you back to square zero. And a lot of you guys are buying antibaga Nissan X-Trail okifuna ku million 35. It's not an accident that you can get it to take you back to square zero. And of course for us men, there are also women that will take you back to square zero. Bakutwale ku rock bottom. Omukazi akubye sente zonna zonna azimale nga atita kusaasira na kusaasira. Akusula ate womalo gwave wagende. It's one thing that we need to keep reminding ourselves of. Tonyongera Nissan Caravan. My bro bought it emmoroka yamukolako emikolo to the extent mbuba muloga. Aha. There are cars, Volkswagens. There are cars that you're going to have otandika okulowooza nti bakuloga. Otandika okutunira neighbor oyo ngoga neighbor ono. You get naye nga ate neighbor talina kyakkoze. Let me see their comments mbadde sinnalaba. Arthur, when we experience such a scenario, we need to change our lifestyle and cut costs. Baganda bange nsaze ngeze mwedideni kuberideni obedda yatambudde daffe twefudde abagira. If it wasn't unit trust walai, because Mr. Arthur, me I take unit trust as an emergency fund account. So this war just made things worse. So I withdrew my money then deposited it to my Sanlam unit trust. Arthur, it's very hard to service 6 months, and if you are not a hustler on the streets of Kampala, you end up at the University of Understanding. After the war, we will see how I withdraw to leave the compound. Interest, that's if I lose my job. Bane temutandika kwogera ku bintu byakuluzinga mirimu gya mugigenda kusigalawo gyonna. Sawa ya queen is always better. Isaac Katamba, good morning. Abai, mwansabidde nfune hama yange. Oba muli emufu wakagalo Arthur tajja vuga hama yatulangidde nti abe wana tebatulangako muhama. For those in government jobs, they should plan to have a side personal income just in case jobs vanish. But government tegoba. Bannange. You work there until you retire. The government does not fire people. MK Dentos, good morning. As men, we should always have more than one source of income to be cushioned during tough times. True. Omusajja yali wadde ayiiya. Naye ate olumu omusajja agezaako okufuna source of income ey'okubiringa sente zifa bufi. I've seen people that had very good jobs. They get money, put it in a business. Obviously, they have to work with other people. Naye nga ate bali mukola nabo babubbi. You get, that's normally the problem with people, especially that people that have good jobs. Akwata sente n'ayagala aziteeke ewantu naye nga baakola nabo ate bo babubbi. Okitegeera gwe tereero oli muleni ki gwatuzzi mabega banaatukwata era batukutte. Karavani ogiraba Nissan Caravan ate ebeera comfortable netirabika bulungi lwaki. Actually all gasoline direct injection cars plus diesel cars, especially European cars, just get prepared. Waliwo abasajja abaguze Mazda za diesel anti mbu tezinywa. Your time is also coming. No, I'm not yet on in the hammer. The hammer kamalo tuka ku office zokola kole ku bintu bijaba kama bange. Then ndio kengende none hammer yange olwaleero luno batabani bange bagenda kuddayo wakanga batudde mu hammer. Arthur, I hear what you're saying about European cars, but my heart wants one. I think I'll find out the hard way. And Kati, if you're going to be driving a European car, make sure it's number 3. Nabagamba, European cars should be number 3, and number 3 should be a Benz. Mercedes-Benz is at least listico. So you buy a Toyota or a Lexus, buy a Subaru, then you can buy European. Omanye emoroka ya Europe yetaganga ne bwefa togenda kaaba nnyo okisegera nti tojja kudda ku kigere. Bali mu kuyola nno ba taxi. Nindeko watrafiki agenda afuna abapolisi banabala taxi etamusanyusa nga atuuzamu omusirikale nga mugende parking wali. European cars have different wiring systems and most of our mechanics are Japanese minded. You know, Zach, I find that actually wiring is not an issue. Abana abamanyi wiring wa European cars webali banji. But the problem is, you know, they used to say that German cars don't have fake spares, but the fake spares are there a lot. I drove a Golf 4, and the biggest thing that we were suffering with was the fuel pump. We bought used fuel pumps, nezigana. We bought new pumps from the box, nezigana. Netudayo ku use it. You know, there are people that are driving Volkswagens and Mercedes-Benzes when nainga batademu fuel pump ya Toyota ngeza Germany zibalemye kati they get a Toyota fuel pump that is a bit strong and they put it there na atambulira kawo nga amanyi simanji nnyo naye nga irata atisi amanya nti bwefa nja kuzaawo pump ya mitwalo 8 okusinga ogula ziri pump za Europe mitwalo 3.5 nenge ero giteekamu egenda kuddamu efe. I think the cheapest pump I bought was for the Polo. I think 250 in the box. Katzak, I find that the wiring bit, we have technicians that can actually do wiring very well. The problem there is that the spares that they ought to be using is what the problem is. Era abantu abasinga batuzize moroka za Germany agamba nakanika nebinema kulinda n'abamazida bagenda tuuka nga bazituuzizza. Zach, for us in Toyota, we are used to fake spares. We just know fake spares are cheap. We buy them, it dies, you buy another one. But just imagine with German cars, every spare is expensive. They be telling you it's original, it's fake. The suffering, it's premium tiers there. So guys, ever hit rock bottom? How did you get back up? Embera we yakusarako ngebintu bikyagatta chiche wakola okudda engulu, because there are people that are going through rock bottom right now. Ate guys, njagala nze okubajjukiza nti ebizibu bya ssente biggwanga. Ebizibu ebitatera kuggwa bye bizibu nga ssente bizimala. Ne kasa ssente ziba nga zikimala temwana bani ye Sam Kutesa. He went to Germany and came back cancer free and built a church to thank God for helping him go to Germany where the doctors have the resources to treat cancer. You get you want a cancer because he had all the money at his disposal. So ebizibu bya ssente byo biggwa. We were doing some calculations. Some guy a couple of days ago, he was trying to see if he could sell his car, and he bought it at around 18, and he wanted to take it back to the person that sold it to him so that he gets a newer model. And I told him, your car bagenda kujibala million nga 12. Nangamba abajibala 15 mga wano mbigamba abajibaze 15 naye wali mu kuguza mu bata agenda kubajibaze 12. Bwana amala okujibala 12 akuseera eri empya. Nemga they are going to tell you to top up about 20 million with the new car or even 15. Nemga kati bala joeta go take amoroka yo. Agenda okubala he needs to invest about 1.5 million shillings in his car for it to get better. Now, if you find someone that is already ready to like sell, nga yakoye agenda jitunda akolera oseri esente nyingi. Okitegeera yetajja kufaayo. But once you do the math, you realize that, you know what, let me just fix my car. It's cheaper to fix your car than to sell your car. I realized that in trying to upgrade, even trying to upgrade can get you back at rock bottom. Square zero. Because you're trying to upgrade. That's another thing that you always need to remember. When you upgrade or two kanga wetaga sena inge monoka you are upgrading at 2 tesobola kuvamu sente mangu. That's another thing you always need to think about as you upgrade. I'm upgrading to this car sente zange zinavamu. But there are upgrades that are needed though. What upgrades that wetaga? There is a guy aina sente alinya border. But for you guys that still take borders and you have cars at home, I want you to always ask yourself, can taking a border take me back to rock bottom or not? The answer is always yes. A border can take you to rock bottom. How? Border esoro kukuba ne kutulako okugulu ne kutulako omukono. There is a guaranteed rock bottom from there. The rock bottom might not be financial, but majority of the time it is financial. And the rock bottom might be psychological. That's why abantu abava mu accident ezo tebatera kuona, tebatera kudda ngulu. Tebatera kudda ngulu because it's hard to come back from that. Nze nsobola kine wala border at all costs. At all. So if you have a car at home, ate accident ya border ngomuntu yali semoroki waka the accident ya border ebe muyisa bubi nnyo okusinga omuntu atula ku border nga talina moroka waka mbasiibula olwo nno there to be 1 hour yafe neewera. If the clock stopped, we would always have now, but you know that's not how this is gonna go down. So don't wait, don't waste, don't take for granted what we've been handed. Even if you don't understand it, life is sicky, just a sticky while you figure it out. Me, I like Chinese cars. If they are brand new 0 mileage, spare parts have a time frame whereby at some time, you just know you have to buy the replacement parts. Yeah, I think if anyone appreciates life, one must hit a rock bottom. on rising up, big lessons and experiences will be realized. Era omuntu atahitingako rock bottom alwawo ku appreciating ebintu byalina kababeere bantu kakibeere mikwano because abatahitingako rock bottom. Muyombya Mark Juma, Ali Yusuf Lugonda, David Kito Knaji, Samuel Ntale, Iman Live, Fanny Laisa, Lawrence Omule, Sozi Rajab, Julien Ampija, Senyondo Ronald, Martin Sentongo, Sole Extra, Wino Brenda, Morat K Momo VIP, Karim Yoji, Brown K Huzaifa, Shanko Gibbs, Paul Sema, Sektoriko Norman, Richard Aki, Chris Fitness Luburwa, Fanny Lifestyle, Kato Muhammad, Lucky Mose, Travel Life Vlog, K Jovan, Yusuf Lugonda, Magembe Frank, Emmanuel Arinaitwe, Richard Damulira, Julia Sengoba, Magembe Frank, Cassandra Ronald M, Ronald M Cassandra, VIP, Starch Events, Mpanga Godfrey, Kiki Matt, Charles Sebadu Kukuve Mubende, K Jovan. Kale tuyite ku park tebagadde embasi buli taluwa boda bannange. Zach, Chris Fitness Luburwa, Bugisu Times, Dr. Kambesje VIP, save as little as you can. Dr. Kambesje wadde yagala tunyumiza rock bottom yo bambi gitunyumiza obedda nkulinze dokitali ojo tubulire rock bottom. Freeman, rock bottom made me run to Cheyo, but now missiles want to send me back to Uganda. Komao kokunganyizawo jangu okakolemu ebirala. Amayo Philium, guys, have you ever hit rock bottom? How did you get back up? Bana negenza obusajja batukutuko bukakwononera emmoroka kalabi kok pichi yako kagirabanga pichi chukanga ate it's not a pichi, it's the size of the car. I've hit rock bottom twice, and it came when I bought my first car and when I was fighting to build my house, round up to finishing. I can't forget those moments. Rock bottom. When nali nzimbe nyumba yange Kasangati, that was my first house. When I went with my cousin sister, and she wrote me something in my diary. I've never read it. I don't think I can ever read it. You remember the thing you wrote me in my diary? I've never read it. I don't think she remembers what she wrote there. Like I've always been trying to read, and I read 2-3 lines and I stop. 2-3 lines and I stop. I can't. But for me, I think that wasn't rock bottom. For me, that was like on my way up, back up from rock bottom. You get.
Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, no just. We talk the truth, not just the brand. For car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to Brimsy Patrol, previous tips we break it down, helping every driver in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Welcome to the road where rubber meets the soul. For the love of cars, Uganda. On the streets is always right. All the girls and we pride. Toyota, Nissan, Benzo, Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Every bumper's got a tail. Village drive to city scale. We talk the truth, not just just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Bimsy Patrol. Review seems we break it down, helping every drummer in town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda.
Pre-purchase checks will lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, no just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX ride? We show you what's real, no just the hype. Starlet views and engine rolls, we teach you more than just photos.
Skill tools from the basics up,
Tracking gear and car can stop. If you're new or a season vet, for the love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet.
big and money.
Drive it pro, this is more than just machines.
It's a love,
Hey, hey. Martin, I've not yet seen the inspection report. I've not. Bambi damoji impe, they say. Bambi damoji impe, sina jiraba. Which number did you send it to? Did you send it to the other number? It number is in Gina. You have to send it to my number, the one that is on the YouTube channel here. Guys, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. Magaranyo nnyo tunalabaganira olunaku olw'enkya nga ndi mbireri nga neevuga muhama mukama bampeera omukisa. Ciao ciao.